Hey, all right, welcome back. It's Terrific Tuesday. You're watching Liquid Lunch, you're listening to Liquid Lunch, you're consuming Liquid Lunch, and hopefully on this terrific Tequila Tuesday, you will join me in consuming some tequila or other fine drink. Yes, I have a few little chips of ice in there to keep it cool. We got some heat in the new studio, at least some minor heating, so I'm feeling better so I can chill my drinks again. But crack open a cold one, lots to talk about. Okay, I'm scared. I'm actually starting, and I don't really get scared. I'm not fearless. I'm weak, okay? Governor Cuomo and these nut jobs in the New York State Senate, that's a majority controlled by the Democrats, okay? New York State this is, okay? There's a bill rattling around right now, about to be turned into a law, okay? That says if you start annoying the governor and you're a nuisance and he decides, you know what, John Tobacco, he might be a threat to society because he's having people come to his studio and watch the show. And if they spread it, then John Tobacco's causing it. So I think he's a menace to public health. And then they can put you in jail, okay? Take a look at this. This is not me, okay? This was published just one day ago, yesterday. New York Democrat bill allowing governor to detain individuals dangerous to public health. Okay? State Assemblyman Nick Perry defended A 416, saying it does not violate our constitutional rights. Okay? And this is going to the health committee. So call these maniacs if they live near, you live in their district. In New York State right now, New York bill allows for the removal and detention of anyone who may be a danger to public health, purposely undefined. Yes, it will be used at least one day to forcibly remove you or your children from your home for whatever reason the state sees fit. Is that what it said? I gotta have a drink on that one. So here I am. A friend sent it to me. Matter of fact, a number of friends sent it to me. And they're not sending it to me, JT, like, wow, look how crazy these guys are. They're like, you better watch your eyes. Okay? And I'm thinking in my head, you know, I could just see these guys, you know, walking me out of my house with like a straitjacket on, you know? And then like a Hannibal Lecter like leather mask on a pulley, like John Tobacco's a menace to public health because he's telling the people the truth. It almost happened. I mean, I told everybody this, and for those of you just tuning in, I'm at Mac's Pub in Staten Island. We're broadcasting live every single day, noon to 2 Eastern, on Biz TV, on Biz Talk Radio, now on the Money Station out in Oregon, and we're in business. And by the way, we're indoors and we're having a cocktail. At least I am. And hopefully others will join me shortly. But what's happening with this pandemic is they're now using it to turn us into a state-owned facility. New York State is no longer a state. It's like a penitentiary. We just don't know it. They got us on house arrest. They won't let us assemble. They won't let us go to church, won't let us play team sports outdoors, because I guess the COVID monster's on the football field and the soccer field. And now we find out that if you go against those rules, because you want to demonstrate your own personal freedoms and liberties and take responsibility for you and yourself, that if the governor gets a little pissed off with you, he can send down a team to say you are endangering others' public health, and they can detain you. Now, other sources I have, friends of mine, you know, Mac's Pub and the Speakeasy Studio here, we have a house of worship in the back. We have an outdoor house of worship, and every Sunday, Pastor Mike and Pastor Chris are preaching and talking the word of the Lord to our community. Outdoors, freezing, but we have some coverage, all right? So, if nothing else, I'm sitting here trying, like any way I can, to spread the word, and at the same time spread the good word, and show people that they need to keep fighting. And we're trying. And I'm going to talk about it a little later on, but the outpouring for Max has been so amazing that Keith and Danny were like, hey, we're doing okay. We still have a big fight ahead of us, but we want to start taking some of the support we got and pay it forward. So there's a couple of big plans underway, and I'm going to talk about it a little later on, but I keep reaching out to this guy, Dave Portnoy, from the Barstool Sports Fund, and telling him that we got a street team ready, and I have a few plans where we could help a lot of restaurants in a little way every single day, and they can go take the swings for the home runs. So we're trying everything we can. And it turns out that in the middle of this, the governor doesn't like the dissent. So he's got his lackeys in the legislature putting a bill through that's very ambiguous that says, in his opinion, in a person's opinion or a committee's opinion, if anything you do is determined to be a danger to the public health, they can detain you. And one of my buddies, we had church service this Sunday. It was beautiful. My buddy Mikey Bagels, Bob lives in Tottenville. Okay, one of the best guys around, one of the best bagel men around. Every week on Sunday, he sends down a whole spread for these guys. Just because he knows that we're doing something good for the community. These people are doing something good for the... Staten Island's a community, but most of the towns in our country are communities. And we're being slammed down in these blue states. But I digress. They're trying to pass a law that says they can come scoop you up off the street and throw you in jail if you're annoying them, which is, to me, pretty damn scary. Black Lives Matter, Mikey, the GFX2. Black Lives Matter, I've been talking about this for so long. I got thrown off of TikTok. I got banned from TikTok forever because I did one of the first stories on Charles Wade, one of the 3 founders of Black Lives Matter, and I published a published report from a Michigan newspaper, a Minnesota newspaper, and Charles Wade was arrested and indicted in a child sex trafficking ring. And I was just asking major companies like Netflix and NFL and all these companies that are pledging money to Black Lives Matter, do you know that one of the founders was arrested in a sex trafficking ring? That got me kicked off. Okay, that got me completely banned from TikTok. Not 30 days. YouTube gave me a 7-day whack. This is out. Your account is no longer on TikTok because I wrote this. But the other 2 founders, Ms. Kohlers, I forget the other lady, they're on the record, avowed. Videos are out there all over the internet of them saying we are trained Marxists. They're socialists. And the key thing they want to do is break down the nuclear family. That's what BLM wants to do. They want to rule by village, take away people's identity. Now, the House of Representatives now, Nancy Pelosi's Congress, they're kicking off the start of the new year by making new rules saying that in the Congress, gendered terms like father, daughter, mother, and son are now eliminated in the House rules for the 117th Congress. Come back to me for 1 minute, Mike. Nancy Pelosi is eliminating father, mother, son, daughter from language in any bill in the House of Representatives. So if you're any of those things, you're it. Remember when you were a kid, you play tag? You're it. No, you're it now. Not the game tag, you're it, and you have to start chasing everybody. You're it. Whether you're a man, woman, transgender, neutral, androgynous, whatever you are, they, them, he, her, bah. We're all one. So we've now seen that our Congress even wants to say, it's actually an insult to transgender and other people because it's them like pandering so badly to say, we're going to change the definition of 99% of our country to it, or they, or them. So that those folks who are expressing their sexuality however they choose, not in a binary way, they don't need the government to switch everyone over to them. Just treat them the same as everyone else and leave what we all know, mother, father, daughter, son. I'm going to talk about this more because I'm going to lose it. Honestly, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to ring the bell because it's Terrific Tuesday. I'm drinking Casa Azul to kick off the new year on a terrific Tequila Tuesday. Pastor Greg Locke coming up, hopefully, right after this.